Glad to have you with us from Allegiant Stadium, home of the Las Vegas Raiders and the Bright Lights Big City, ready for the SRS Distribution Las Vegas Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Utah State Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Washington State Cougars offense will get first crack at it today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll give it to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Cougars in a good spot here with second and short. To the air, it's Potter. Got it in the middle, it's Meredith. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
The Cougars will have it first and 10. Oh, he's got a chance. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a three-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, second and 7. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Ellison. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Cougars are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw on third. Grabbed over the middle. It's Meredith. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Convert that third down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
You do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, that you watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You throw the quick timing slant. Now everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
Caught over the middle. It's Ellison. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. From the gun to give, looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And how about a decision time right off the jump? 4th down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off this opening drive. Just get some points up on the board. If it was a little closer to the end zone, I'd say maybe go for it, but I'm playing conservative on this one. I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Jacobs. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Utah State's offense will get the ball for the first time. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
And the Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
How about this defense coming out the gates? First drive, getting to the quarterback. They wanted to affect the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. Already 2 sacks on this first drive.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll leave it with him. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll move the tight end. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. That is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Back to throw, it's Barnes. They're going to need the pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling the quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on fourth.
They booted away on fourth down. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Cougars can really attack on this second and short. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
The Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll run the sneak for it.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Wazoo headed to the line with another first down. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Washington State has it all working right now. Right back to the well. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man, it's Potter. Quickly out to the tight end. He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Throwing right. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Oh, man. I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field. Nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. give to the running back. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. He got it. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. To the air, it's Barnes. Got his man quickly. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking for space, it's Jacobs. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Got a little space, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got it inside the tag. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Utah State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They've put up a couple of field goals so far, but now looking for a way to take a drive all the way to the end zone. Got his man downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind them.
Back to throw, it's Potter. Makes the grab. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Running back searching for a hole.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to go deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Barnes. And they can't make the connection. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I love the play call defensively. 3rd down, and you're anticipating the quarterback being in the pocket throwing the football, so you dial up the blitz. You get home, you hit the QB, and force the incompletion.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
Wants to throw. It's Potter. That's caught. It's Freeman.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ellison. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now, and they may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside, probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
In the red zone here on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. They'll send out the kicker here. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they regained the lead.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes the grab. It's Lane. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Yeah, and I love running my tight ends across the formation. Just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive gain for my offense.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Jacobs. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking downfield, it's Barnes. That's caught. It's Jacobs. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. This Utah State offense has it going. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Davis. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quick strike complete. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. The quick out. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Dropping back, it's Barnes. Unloads to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Man, what a great break on the ball, way to knock it down. But, man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range, had a chance to maybe take some points off of the board. That's a big play that we might circle back to later.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Good right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes. And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And the Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it up to the 17 before being wrestled out of bounds.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back to throw, it's Potter. Fires to the tight end. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They take over late in the half. Enough time put together a drive. Snags a quick pass on the left. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Boyd. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Got the quick pass. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Here's a heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, great energy in that building and a fun first half in this Idaho Potato Bowl. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the second half of the Liberty Bowl.
The Cougars will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The short hands, it's Davis. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They'll go with a direct snap. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Now the play fake. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Looking to throw, it's Potter. Get it out on the screen. There he goes. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. That was just a perfect choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling past and kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Oh, better look out. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And as a defense, you're going to give up plays, and receivers are going to make nice catches, but it's your job to limit the damage. Great job by the defense. As soon as he catches the football, they get him on the ground. Don't allow any of those big plays after the catch.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They're going to ride this running back. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
It'll be a draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Barnes. Got a man. It's Boyd. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Gonna run it. It's Jacobs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Calls it in. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The hand to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Potter. He makes the grab. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see what the holes in the zone are? Sit down, need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down, get the conversion, move the sticks.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Ellison. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Tight end now in motion. They'll run play action. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Washington State ready to go with another 1st down. Leaves it with the back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. They'll give it to Johnson. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cougars. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. They took it 64 yards right down the field, and they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Looking for a man, it's Barnes. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
At the 49. Second down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
We've come to the end of the period, and Washington State is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down, we'll open up the final period. He'll pull it on the read. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's turning it on. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give from the gun. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Makes a man miss. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah State.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Ready to try the point after.
On for the extra point.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Handoff to the single running back. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Potter. Right down the middle. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
And you just love to see that from the quarterback. I know it's a big 3rd down, and more than anything, you want to throw a completion, keep your offense on the field. But when the defense wins and nobody's open, you got to just tip your hat, throw it away. And now a big decision coming up on 4th down.
Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. Cradles it at the 35. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
They'll give it to him again. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter, because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Barnes. It's on target and complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
On the ground, it's Jacobs. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Oh, what a cut! Touchdown, Aggies! And they grab the advantage.
This offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down, they kept chopping wood, they found a rhythm, and in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
That's a tough one to execute on offense in that situation. 3rd down, you know it's going to be man coverage. If that receiver's not able to create any separation, then he's going to get tackled as soon as he catches the ball. And that's exactly what happened, now setting up 4th down.
Punt is on its way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. They'll send the back in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Marks. And it'll be incomplete. This is a physical defense.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. Snagged in the middle. It's Lane. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Not much there on the line. He gets 1 to the 31.
Brings up 2nd down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for room. It's Jacobs. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Davis. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
The Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You could see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside. Defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
He'll keep it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Getting set for the point after.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Breaks into the open. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. To throw, it's Potter. Fires to the big fella.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Meredith. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the throw out to the sideline for just a few yards.
Forced out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Third down coming up.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in, the first down and more. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Washington State going back to work on first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee.